Hello and welcome back to Scratch Your Farm Models. So today's on the farm week 22, season 1. So before we get started today, just one thing to say is there's been a huge lack in content recently, and that's just because of exams and stuff like that. So hopefully from now it'll be picking up again soon, and even more as we go into the summer holidays. But anyway, let's get into it. So down here we've got the Kubota with the topper on the back. It's been doing some light topping. It's a bit of tree on top of it where it must have snapped something off. And then all our fur is out, so we need to buy some more. Then the quad's back in there. That isn't starting at the moment. Don't quite know why, so when we get a chance we'll throw that in the workshop and get Aaron to have a look at it. And then in here we got the John Deere telehandler. It's got the bale spike on it and all the hay's in now, so that'll be, we might get a bit of second cut hay, but we'll probably just do silage to be fair. It depends how much we reckon we need. And we're thinking of getting another yard, so we can always take some out there. And silage clamp is there. Then we've got the John Deere 3650 on the John Deere bale wrapper. That's been doing a light bit of contracting recently. The weld at the back still holding. Then we've got the pallet forks. And we've got the old forklift that we're thinking of giving a lick of paint soon. Silage shear and the muck scrape. And we've got our Class Crop Tiger combine. And it's quite a small one. It's on tracks and it's mainly for doing hills. So we don't have a massive combine because we don't, financially for us it's not really worth it. So we get a contractor into our big fields, then we go and do some of our own contracting with this thing on steeper hills. So it's just been brought out to get ready for harvest. It's a few weeks away, but it'll soon approach us. So you can see they've cleaned all out the engine, they've given it a power wash. And then they'll just grease it up, do a full service on it, and that'll be ready to go out. And then Richard's pickups there. And in the workshop we've got Richard and Connor. He's normally doing the contracting because we need to get on with stuff. He's down in the workshop to help out today. So this is our spearhead hedge cutter. So as some longer time viewers of the channel will know, back last year it badly broke, so they're just fixing it up today. It's not really hedge cutter season, but there's a few gateways that we really need to go over before harvest. We're bringing in the contractor's kit because they don't really want to scrape it all up. And then Connor's Land Rover's there, and the fuel tank's there. We've got a good bit left. Then we've got the silage bale grab. Then we've got all the trailers parked up along here, and then Ian's Land Rover, the Gator, the mowers, the small square baler, the forager, livestock trailer, and the turner. And then we've got the Kubota's bucket, the silage fork or butt rake. We've got the small trailer, and then we've got the double bale dump, the bucket, the grab cultivator, the small dump trailer, and the plough. And obviously we've got the seeder in there. And then we've got the back of Jack's Land Rover there. And then we've got the log splitter and everything in there. We've got the seeder in there, then we've got the back of Jack's Land Rover there, log splitter and everything in there, and the fert's all gone. Down here we've got the chain harrows and the water trough on top. And in this field it's pretty empty, even though this is our storage field. The sheep are currently in that field behind. You can't really see them because they're behind the hedge a bit. And then the fence is coming down a bit there, which needs to get put back up. The spreader is out, or the slurry tank is out, as you'll see in a minute. And then there was a small tree in this corner that we took out to give us some more room. And then we've got the small hay trailer and the Connor Mack spreader and the roller. We've got the pile of logs there for our firewood, although we might be selling them to Mick, just so he's got some at a cheap price just to get him started off. You'll see all about Mick in a minute. Then over here we've got the feed barriers and fencing, the coon baler, the last of our straw, which will probably get sold very soon. We might use it, but probably won't, to be fair, because we should have a good crop this year, we hope. Then here, this field's coming on well. It's had fur put on it, and now that's grown up well. All the fencing and everything along here. Then we got Aaron in the case maximum 150. Obviously this is still a very new machine to us, and it's got the Primex tanker. It's still covered in silage. The case needs a wash soon. And then they're just going out on a slurry contract. And then we got Ian in the old Ford with the fert spreader. He's just spreading this field. This is a bit late spreading this one, but we ran out of fert. We managed to find another farmer to give us enough just to do this field, but we need to get some more delivered. And then all this field's coming on well over here, and then this field and this field out here have both had fert on them. And then this field's coming on well as well. And then obviously this has been done for hay, this one. We'll probably get second cut hay off of that hopefully. And the track's going up there. So down here we've got the grass field. This has come on well, it's had fur and slurry put on it. Even it's not our slurry, but we had a farm that had way too much, so we tanked a load on here, so it should come up really well. And over at the contractor's yard, it's an absolute mess at the moment, where we've got a brief pause in sort of the farming season between hay and silage and then the next summer lot. So we're trying to get a big contract done. So what it is to put a road in, and then also to put up a decent sized building. We're not quite sure what they're using the building for, but it's basically going to be a big industrial unit, but it's on the edge of a good bank and quite a lot of trees, so it's got to get cleared quite a lot. So we've got the Yanmar, it's got the ripper on the moment, got all the rooting fork buckets, got the grab, the saw and everything, and the skid steers on the back of the low loader. And then over here is Jack's Land Rover, and in there is the chipper, and it's an absolute mess in there where we're busy. Then the JCB Mini hasn't been taken back up to the farm yet, where we've been so busy. The rollers in there, and the hammer and the auger are there. Then we've got Noah's Land Rover, the spare gates, and the skid steers trailer. Then we've got some skid steer attachments in the NC, because there's not enough room on the low loader. And we've got Noah just getting in the Massey 7480, which is still running well. We want to give it a good run, just to take the low loader there and back. Then we've got Jack in the John Deere 3650 60. We've got the skid steer attachments in the back, so there's not quite enough room in the front loader. The pickets are coming on well, they've fattened up quite quickly, so they might be going off to market soon. Then we've got Jack in the John Deere 6820, and that's just doing the NC to go off. And then with the contractor's yard, we should have a new 6-ton dumper coming soon, which will be very useful. And then this field's coming on well, this has been sprayed off. And then down by the house, the ride-on's still working, the chippings are getting on good around the back. And then we've got the contractors with their sprayer. We don't have a sprayer, we were going to get a little one, but we thought rather than waste all the time with a little one and the money on buying one, we just get the contractors in with their big one to do it in half the time and probably a lot better. So they're in their Massey's 6613, and then their John Deere sprayer, just spraying that field off for us. So this is the main thing most people are waiting for. So Mick obviously was over in Ireland with Model Farm 6710, link to his channel in the description, and basically he's now moved over to England because he went bankrupt and everything. He's just sold off over there and wants to start off fresh over here. So he doesn't want to go straight back into farming because of what happened. So we were talking to him because we known him a long time, because we did the tractor run to try and raise some funds for him, but it obviously wasn't enough. So we were talking to him a while back about this job that we were doing, because obviously we were here with the Yanmar last time, and then he actually decided to buy this, and then we put this barn up for him at a discounted price because we know him quite well. We'd already put the gravel pad in before he bought it, and then he's basically going to use this as a firewood yard. So we've got our Ford with the cement mixer on the back for doing the post, and then this shed isn't finished yet, but basically this will be the 2 bays where the firewood's going to get stacked up in. Then he's probably going to have another barn built at some point for him to have a small loader. And then Matt and Mick are just talking there, so that's Mick there. Then we've got our JCB attachments there, the Matt's pickup, and then Mick has got a new Jeep now. Obviously had a Land Rover over in Ireland, but I think he sold that off to the farm, so it wasn't really viable to bring it over here. And because he's still got to get the fencing done, he's got our barriers up here at the moment. Then the only piece of equipment he does own is this small New Holland, and the idea behind this is to put a firewood processor behind it, but he will be getting small kits soon, probably a case he's got his eye on at the moment. And then over here, this is our trailer, not his, and he's just been borrowing our digger to do a bit of fencing, our JCB 0860. He's got the post banger on it, and he's done this bit of fencing here. So he's got the bridge to do, he's got a lot of work to do on this property. He wants to probably get a few sheep up here, and the main thing for him would be for the firewood business. So over the next weeks and months and years, you'll slowly see him build up his farm again, and then obviously starting off with the firewood and going from there. So that's pretty much it, thanks for watching. So basically with Mick, just let me know what you think of it, with him now being over with us in the comments, and Just let us know any other ideas for his business plan and what you think of the current one, and also any other suggestions for other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.